Hello, good morning, my beautiful people. Excuse my hair, I just came from a good workout. Um, I relieved some stress, gained some energy. Um, Today, I think God reveals to me about our childhood trauma. Um, and the reason I want to talk about it today, because I come to the realization that a lot of adults are still suffering from their childhood trauma. Like, if you are in your 40s, 30s, 50s, 70s, and still feeling like there is a need to talk about what your parents didn't appreciate or what's the damage that they did to them, or if you up in them age brackets, you have not gotten over your trauma. You have not forgave. You are still struggling with the fact that your parents didn't treat you right or somebody who raised you didn't treat you right. And I come on here today to let you guys know like the importance of forgiveness. A lot of us be stubborn to forgive because it seems like you being weak or you stepping down, bowing down to somebody. But at the beginning and the end of the day, I truly believe that the forgiving is for you. Because now that I am in my 40s, I thank my parents for being so mean. I promise you, like, if you ask them, I thank them, like, because had they not been who they were, and of course, as a kid, I just thought my mother was the meanest. I couldn't spend a night nowhere. My daddy just was all in my business. When I started dating, he didn't really allow or wanted me to date. Um, yeah, but like my mother didn't. She wasn't a talking person. She wasn't a outdoor person, and I was kind of everything. Like, and I think I get it from my dad's side, as far as wanting to always be outside, want to always be doing something, want to be traveling somewhere, going somewhere. So, for those that don't know, I started my entrepreneurship journey in like 2016. So yeah, I've been self-employed since 2016. However, it was something I've been wanting to do since I was a kid. But now that I'm grown, I understand why my parents couldn't guide and direct me in a direction I was trying to go. Like, even as a kid, I'll never forget my dad brought me a McDonald's and kitchen set. You know the little um the little kitchen set that you act like you cooking, and the McDonald's set act like you working. Like, I thought I literally had a job at 7, 8, maybe 9 years old, right? But looking back, it's so funny because it's like, yeah, God, you've been on a whole journey with me along the way, and it took some years for it to come out of me, but I'm glad that it did. And I know for sure, if I was still like damaged from my childhood trauma, I still would have been able to conquer the things that I have, but I definitely feel like it would have made my life harder and longer to do. So, yeah, like, and my friends that was around back then, like, they knew my mama was the mean one. Like, Miss Pat ain't taking no crap. You ain't cussing around her. You ain't coming around sneaking, drinking, and smoking and hanging out with boys and girls. And you ain't doing none of that with Miss Pat. She ain't play that. Y'all all gonna get a whooping. And she gonna tell your mama. But like I said, though, like, yeah, I couldn't spend the night at places. And now, today, understanding the world better, like how things are happening, and kids going to spend the night at friends or even family houses, and the parents then got into it with each other. Now the father mad, he done burnt the whole house down, but you was this little kid begging to go over there, not even realizing that Your parents just trying to protect you. Just because you're not allowed to go to everybody's house and spending that over anybody's house, and just because they family, them be the main one that will, you end up losing your life. They come back shooting. Men are killing their own kids and women today. So yeah, like as a kid, I didn't know or think about how dangerous it was. And all my mother was trying to do was protect me. The best way she knew how, even though she didn't know how to explain it. So these kids today, they don't have no discipline. They don't have no structure. And if the parents is kind of strict, they still go behind their back and, do things. They end up killing their parents because they told them they couldn't go somewhere or do something. So it's like my message that I'm trying to get out. If you grown, seek therapy or, do something to get rid of your childhood trauma, because I promise you, it'll hold you back without even realize it's holding you. You get in a relationship and we vent when we, start dating new people just to fill them in on who you is, what you've been through. But if you still able to really vent about your childhood in an angry manner, your heart is still hurting. If you still upset with your siblings about what y'all might have fought about when y'all was kids or got into it, what kids do, you know what I'm saying? You ain't leave it back there and you still mad because this sister treated you different than that sister. This brother was an outcast and he treated you like this and that, or they might have did something seriously, dangerously to you. Forgive them. We was kids, we ain't know no better. We all have done something and fallen short of the glory of God. Forgive, forgive, forgive. You end up growing up being bitter, being angry, being mean. You don't even realize how nasty and mean you are to people that don't even know you, because you still angry about what your parents and siblings did to you when you was a kid. Stole your money, took your bike, hid your shoes so you couldn't go to school with new shoes on or whatever it is. I promise you, if you don't let that stuff go, you killing yourself internally. Nobody got to end your world. You're going to end your own world. Life is too short to be holding on stuff from 20, 30 years ago. Let's be real. It's not that serious. Your smile is a half smile. Your heart is bleeding out blood inside out. Wonder why your face looks like it's frowning even when you laughing and smiling. That's a major problem. And I'm so glad I didn't know or knew what it meant to hold a grudge, because, like a lot of the bad things that might have happened to me, I don't even remember. My life has been so busy as an adult to now moving forward and, trying to incorporate a business, trying to run my rental property. I don't even got the energy and time to really take my mind back into that dark space. So if you one of these people, just like I'm telling you, I promise you, because when you seek help, you go through therapy and you accept God and ask for the forgiveness or ask Him to show you the direction to walk so you don't be so angry in life, man, I promise, I know if He did it for me, He can do it for anybody. We all as His kids. He don't want none of us being grown and still hurting. You still mad about what happened to you as a kid, but now you got kids. How do we supposed to be an example to them and we still holding on to stuff that we supposed to have let go years ago? Like, my people, let's learn how to forgive. Like, it's going to be so worthy in the end, because you're going to be mentally healthy. You're going to be happy. You're going to be healthy inside out to raise your kids. You're not going to be doing stuff out of being spiteful or, that's where the jealousy and the insecurity click in. Like, I don't never, ever want to experience being one of those people. I know too many of them, and they is not great people, or their life is not even, the full potential, that the capacity they can reach. They only shorten their capacity because of all the stuff that they holding on to. I promise you. When you let go and let God, God can let you fly higher. Love on your kids and parents no matter what y'all been through in the process. Listen, our parents didn't know how to be parents. They was kids raising kids, and it still is. These things been going on for generational to generational to generational. So by now, we should be able to understand and learn how to conquer letting go of things that happened to us or people that did wrong to us. Guess what? It's something my mother told me and I'll never forget. And everything she told me, I see it. Nobody gets away. Nobody gets away. So if somebody hurted you as a kid and they grown, they still living and walking around, listen, they ain't gonna tell you, but trust me, they done been through life. They done been through enough in life that they regret it, whatever they did to you as a kid. Trust me, they ain't gonna come out and say it. We got too much pride, right? We don't want to say I apologize. And listen, my mama have apologized to me. Like, girl, I'm so sorry. I can't be the best mom that you wanted me to be, but I did what I could. I did what I knew, and I did the best that I thought I was doing. That's good enough for me. Because what I learned along my journey, not even realize that I was doing it, but whatever my parents didn't do, I made sure I pushed myself to do. A lot of us is just out here walking dead souls, and it ain't even gotta be like that. If you learn to surrender to God, repent to God, and forgive, you'll be able to accomplish more. You'll be able to look more happier and not look like you just putting on a face and a mask to be somebody that you really not inside, but it just look like that outside. No, don't you want to be healthy, happy, and whole inside out? Don't you? Because if you ain't never experienced it, baby, I promise you, if you try it, you will never go back to being angry about nothing. You wouldn't even have to worry about nobody to do nothing to you, because guess what my God do? He take it. When I say, listen, because we think all bad stuff only comes from the devil. No, it do not. God punishes kids just like you punish yours when they get on your dang on nerve, or you know they doing something wrong and you discipline them. God is the same way about us. He a jealous God. He a disciplined God. It's biblical that if you love your kids, you will chastise them. Because guess what? If you don't, the streets will. Now what? So I'm just saying, like, you ain't got to worry about paying back. Nobody done hurt you. Trust me, they struggling, they miserable, they feel bad. When they finally see you again, they feel bad that they even did you bad. So what you got to worry for? Why you got to worry? Don't lose no sleep over people that, when you know you're a good person, you know you're a good person. And if somebody want to lie and say that you're not, now I might have had to treat you a different type of way because what you did do to me, but I surrendered to God right after that. Believe you me, trust me, God, please forgive me. Like, no, I never felt like I needed to pay my enemies back. And that's parents, friends, siblings, whoever. Like, no. It takes too much energy revenging. It takes too much energy to try to do a person how they like they did you. Cause now I'm mad. Now I'm upset. Now I feel like Jesus wouldn't have did that. Now I'm feeling bad. No, you ain't gotta do all that. Let God do all the punishing. That's not your place. It's not our place to do, man. But if you want to live a more free, abundant, spiritual, loving, caring, blessed life, don't hold on to grudge, because it ain't doing nothing but killing you. Don't try to punish people that did you wrong. Just walk away. It's so much peaceful. Everybody had a day. I don't believe in a lot of sayings, but I promise you, there's a lot of quotes that I do believe because I experienced and I actually seen what it meant, and it worked, and it's the truth. The truth will set you free. When you tell the truth, you don't feel bad. You ain't got to keep telling a lie. That takes too much energy. After you told one lie, you got to remember the first lie. By the time you get down to the 10th lie, you done forgot what the first one was. And now you caught up. So, tell the truth. Yes, I'm about to end this video because I try to keep it at minimum 15 minutes so I don't burn you guys and you actually can get something out of the message. But yes, let's not hold in our heart, in our spirit, things that have happened to us. Go seek therapy. Talk to somebody. Let it go. Work it out. I promise you it ain't even worth it. And then your behavior show it all. Like we act like we ain't. Your behavior show that you still hurt. You look mad. You acting mad. It ain't worth it. Love you, all my good peoples. I hope you have a blessed day. Enjoy the weather. And until next time. Bye.